How you doing, guys and gals? This is Doug Wilson from Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors. Another video from Yellow Hawk Customs. It's going to be a client offering video, real short. I just want to show the sheaths, mention a couple of names, and then we're going to move on to a couple of pieces of gear that I'm thoroughly impressed with, that's not going to break the bank. So if you guys stay tuned, we'll get right to it. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into showing the sheath systems and the knives, and then we'll move on to those two pieces of kit. I've noticed lately that some guys are getting fond of bigger neck knives, ones like this. This is a Boosie custom. It's a Boosie custom knife, kind of a hawkbill design. I don't know what it's called, but it's from the Boosie custom shop, so I know it cost a pretty penny. Beautiful blade, beautiful blade. The client wanted a necker made for it, and like I always do, if the knife is a little larger than most neck knives, I try to give a recommendation. He still wanted a necker, so he told me about a YouTube video where a guy was pushing bigger neck knives, and he was showing how he did it. Well, this is my take on a bigger neck knife system. All I did was take my original design, or a couple of my original designs, and made it larger, but still not too big for the knife. So anyway, here we got Yellow Hawk Customs basic necker with my flip out ferro rod. But basically how this works is it's got a double Waterman's knot lanyard that's adjustable on it, and it's accessory cord, it's not paracord. I don't like really thick cord around my neck, but if you want paracord or you want a chain or whatever, it's easy to just take this off and put yours on. All right, so there's that. The flip out ferro rod, I usually put a Ranger band over it just to secure it a little more, but it doesn't need it. So you just slip the Ranger band off, you flip out the ferro rod, and you know, if you can use the striker if you want, you can use the spine of your knife, whatever you want, and use the ferro rod. This is a very stable platform for striking a ferro rod. If you're anything like me, ferro rods, in my opinion, are hard to strike sometimes because they're too small. This negates the fact that you need a 1/2 inch by 6 inch ferro rod. I'm giving you something smaller, more compact. You don't have to lug that big fire steel around, and it's right on your sheath, and you use the sheath as your base and strike the ferro rod. It's real simple. I tell you, it's a no-brainer. It's not rocket science here. It just works very well. Everybody knows I'm an advocate of what works. If it works, I don't care how much it is, it just has to work well. And I'd like it to be simpler rather than more complex. So this is a pretty simple system. Then you just slip the Ranger band back on, and you're good to go. I've also included a combat lock with this one, so the client can increase the retention if he wants to. All he has to do is turn this screw, and it increases the retention. In order to reduce the retention, you just back off the screw a little bit. I don't make them so tight that you can't get them out, because I don't believe in locking a knife in a sheath. It's just It's not safe. So there's the combat lock. All right, there's the system. ATAX FG with orange accents. I put a tab on this one because actually Zach made this. Zach did this one. I think he did a great job. Now all these are my designs that he does, but he's really good. He's getting very good. The scallop plate on the front has to be screwed down with all the screw holes. So they're all taken up. So I put a tab on it and just attach it that way. Real easy, no muss, no fuss. Okay, there's the first one. All right, next is I'm trying to get away from saying guys' names, but some guys I think don't mind it. Aaron Boudreau. Here is your Bushbat EDC sheath. Carbon fiber scallop plate. 4 different carry configurations on the clip, although this is by far the most efficient that I've noticed. You can also get other carry configurations out of my sheath systems. All you got to do is play with them. Combat lock to increase the retention if you want. It's got great retention. There's the JX4 Bushbat. Chris Tanner designed it. Bark River built it. That's Bark River built. Chris Tanner and Wink. I forget his name. I forget his first. Chris Wink? No. Sean Wink? Can't remember. Wink. Good retention. Really solid retention. It's got combat scallops and a combat lock. The combat scallops give you a full grip on this knife. All right, there's that one. I'm going to put them down here for now because I'm going to need a table for the pieces of gear. Okay, this one is a large, pretty comprehensive sheath for the Essie Hungless, or some guys say jungless. Now remember, the client tells me what he wants, I just build it. I put it together in the way that it'll work the best. Wait for it. Badass retention. This one does not need a combat lock. Piggyback system for the SE Zula without scales and no paracord on the handle. SE Zula. This one has good retention as well. Face mount ferro rod, standard compass. Let's back it over. You got a shore up plate where I've also incorporated a holder into it for his Lansky tactical sharpener. And an Essie tin assembly with a survival kit in it. This one actually has a survival kit in it. This is the one that's built by Essie. Just open it up, you can see the survival kit. Now these are his items that he sent with the knives that I just built into the sheath. And that's a good way of doing it. It'll save you a little bit of money. Although I can get those things myself, you have to pay, you know, what I buy, what I pay for them. Sometimes you can get them real cheap. I just go online and look for a decent deal. That's it. That's all I do. There's that. He can also put on a tech lock. This is a tabby dangler with a shore up plate. He can also put on a tech lock or a molly lock clip with these holes here. There's the tabby dangler. I got some tooling in the leather there. I'm getting back into leather work. I enjoy it. Calms me down. It's serene. I really enjoy it. So I carve out a few hours a week to work on my leather work. Don't be surprised if you start seeing leather sheath systems from Yellowhawk. It's going to happen eventually. I won't sell something unless I'm satisfied with it. So right now, not satisfied with what I'm putting out. Somebody may be, but I'm not. So I won't sell it yet. It's got to be badass, you know. All right, there's that one. Baldric carry as well. He's got like 7 different carries on this one sheath. All right. Here's this one's for Gomez. I'm not going to say his first name. I don't know if he wants me to pronounce it, put his name on the camera. It's for Gomez. Tabby dangler. This one is for the Tops Tahoma field knife. Look at that one. This is all leather over all Kydex. All leather over all Kydex. Badass. This really came out well, this one. You get all the benefits of Kydex and all the benefits of leather. Seamless construction. So anyway, we're back to this sheath here. This one is for the Tops Tahoma field knife. Zach built this one as well. If I think he can do the sheath, I'll let him do it. If the run works out that way. Sometimes he builds them, sometimes I do. Most of the time I do the customs, but he does quite a few now. You know, he's getting good. Now he took it upon himself to make it also, you know, so you're able to put a molly lock on this as well. You take the clip off, the tech lock clip, put a molly lock clip on. So he did that all by himself. He's starting to think now, you know. He did a great job. This is Phoenix EO5 light. Real nice, not extremely expensive, very bright, 3 different settings, right on the front there. I think he did an outstanding job. Just a basic leather, you know, my oil and wax impregnated leather loops. Okay, here's another system. This one is for Cold Steel from New York. That's his nickname. They call him Cold Steel. This is just a basic, well-built Sear 1 tabby dangler for a silent hero. This is his knife that he sent. He gets it, you know. Absolute great retention. No rattle, no wiggle, no rhythm, no roll. We got a shore up plate on the back, and I also use it as a mounting plate for the tech lock. He can also take the tech lock off and put a molly lock clip on this sheath. And he can reposition this guy in 4 different places. Nice leather loop, burnished edges. This is black, 9-ounce, just quality cowhide that I oil and wax. So it lasts. I mean, I don't think I've ever had anybody wear out one of my leather belt loops. And here's the molly lock clip. I just clip it to this so he has it. There it is. Okay, I wanted to show this sheath, the 2 leather over Kydex. The reason I want to sell it is because it's available. It's for the Tops Tahoma. Tops Tahoma field knife. That's what it's made for. Yours will go inside of it. There it is. Baldric carry, 4 different clip configurations. large tech lock, tabby dangler, tooling on the leather. It's about 14 hours worth of work into this sheath system. It's got now I usually don't offer the sling with it, but if you want it, I'll include it. It's an extra charge. Baldric carry, either vertical or horizontal. I think there's 5 different carry configurations in this sheath here. I can also put a sharpener on the side if you want, a diamond sharpener. I can put an Altoids tin or a live fire assembly on the back. It's up to you. This one is for sale. Tops to home a field knife. The knife doesn't come with it, you gotta have one. But yours will fit in it, more than likely. Generally they do, sometimes we'll cross that bridge if we come to it, but usually they're spot on from, you know, knife to knife to knife. And the accessories are in ATAX Vista. Scallop plate, face mount ferro rod, tabby dangler, shore up assembly. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on the ground for now. This guy's for sale too. This one's for the Silent Hero. Silent Hero. It will come with the Suntoe compass if you want it. If not, I'll take it off. Silent Hero. So your Silent Hero should fit in this sheath. I can't, if it's your knife going in a sheath that I've already molded, I cannot absolutely guarantee perfect fit and retention because I didn't use your knife to mold the sheath. But generally it works out pretty well. You might have a little bit of play or maybe a little bit tight, but you know, it works well usually. You still get the good click, everything. I'm just being honest with you guys. You deserve the truth about Kydex. Okay. I'm going to end this video and then I'm going to do another video on those 2 pieces of kit. This went longer than I thought it would. So this is Doug Wilson, Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah. Guys keep asking me why I wear my watch on the inside of my wrist. It's just habit from the military. That's all. All right, guys, we'll see you. Bye-bye.